Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson in our Bro Myth series. Don't even know what episode we're on, Adam. We're deep into this, episode 4 or 5, maybe 6. But you had a great one, which is it is definitely often told to clients by their coaches that you have to pull out all fibrous carbs. I hear it a lot the day before the contest. You mentioned sometimes they're told to take it out for the entire week. So tell me what you're seeing on your side of the world.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm seeing people pull it out as far as 3 days to a whole week before their peak week. And I think people just get onto something and then they just take it further and further and further down the road. And we do know that vegetables will draw some water to the GI tract, obviously, but it usually takes about 18 hours for that to clear. So if you have somebody with digestive issues or digestive slowdown, it might not be a good idea to do that, especially if it's a 2-day contest, because now you've got 2 days of potentially, no vegetables coming in. That digestive tract could just get very backed up, and then that's going to make them look worse than just having a little bit of water in the GI. It's almost like if someone were to have their cycle, it's just really hard to even see that, and I understand people want to feel tight. I think 18 hours is plenty of time to not have vegetables in if you're concerned about that, but it really won't make that big of a deal if you have some the day before the show.
Yeah, so from my perspective, a lot of people, have gastrointestinal symptoms just in as a normal course of life. And a lot of people think that when they are dieting for a contest or they are just a bodybuilder in general, that's part of the deal. You just have to do that, and you don't. If you're having constipation or too much urgency going to the bathroom, too many stools per day, anything that is just not normal, gas, bloating, pain by the end of the day, something in your diet is causing that, and you're just so likely to create a life-altering chronic condition if you don't get rid of that. So don't even think of it as a pre-contest, day before the show thing. You got to start fixing these things in just your normal course of life. But I do know because of that, Adam, because of extra fiber, you've got 10, 15, 20 grams of fiber now in some protein bars. Things like this are just wrecking people's GI systems. Mm-hmm. And so I understand why people would say, well, let's get rid of some of that stuff the day before the show and try and get the GI system to be easier to contend with. But then, as you said, you've got the problem of, okay, let's say you take out all of your fiber, too much fiber. Maybe now you're going to really get constipated and be in a worse situation. So it's something that I think you really have to look at far, far before peak week.
Yeah, you've got to keep that regularity before, and then you really have to look at how much is this giant change going to help me if things have been moving along smoothly, so to speak. So I think it's really risky, and I have seen some really bad cases where clients are reaching out to me the week of their show, and I'm like, I really can't help you because I don't know the context of your whole prep. But, talk to me afterwards and we can do some things that will make this not an issue in the future for you.
Yep. And this is something that, again, as I understand why people would want to reduce fiber or gastrointestinal distress before the show, you still need fiber, but all fiber is not created equal. So there are some vegetables and some fiber sources that are more gas forming than others. And, in my first doctorate in nutrition, my dissertation was on the nutritional management of irritable bowel disease. And, if anybody knows about shit, it's me, pun intended. And this is something that I think people really underestimate in terms of how much it can impact their entire lives, even beyond bodybuilding. But, back to peaking with it, use more benign fiber sources, things that have a combination of soluble and insoluble. It can be as easy as replacing broccoli and cauliflower with some green beans and just a little bit of salad, or just going from a lot of raw vegetables, which is really not a good thing all the time anyway, to a little bit more cooked, maybe cooked carrots, things like that that are easier to digest. But you know,
Yeah.
so many ways to do that that you just have to practice ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to move on. I don't know how many more of these myths we have, but we're gonna just use our entire careers to be the peaking mythbusters here, it looks like. So thanks for watching and listening, and we'll catch you next time.